Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk. I'm Heidi Smith, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the United Kingdom, and today I'm bringing you a project using the new Bottled Happiness stamp set. Now this stamp set actually comes in a bundle with a lovely punch to cut out this fabulous tall wine bottle effect here, but I'm not using that today because I'm making a vertical twist fold card. This is based on one that I saw, I think it was Connie Stewart do, but basically it's a twist fold, but the difference is that it twists so you can actually display it like this, as you can see here. And this, this flower stamp is great for just adding a little bit of interest to whatever you're doing. You can, here I've used it to create a bit of a background. Looking at it now, I probably would have stamped the leaves as well. And obviously, if you wanted to, you could always heat emboss this image here with a bit of Versamark if you wanted to. But I'm just keeping it really simple for the moment, just to show you how it all goes together. So, as always, I've got my template here, bit of scrap card that's then ready for me to use whenever I want to. And as I said, I'm using this there's two stamps which line up for the flowers, and then we've got lots of other little accent pieces as well to play with. So, right, okay then. So to start off with, it actually starts off as a standard card base. So this is 29 by 10.5, and then you're just going to score diagonally across here. Whatever the width of your cardstock is, you're going to mark at the bottom edge there. So mine is 10.5. Obviously, if you're in the US, your cardstock will be slightly different. So I'm using an erasable pen for this. So this is the front of your card, and you're going to score from this top right down to this mark on the left here. So we're just going to pop that into our trimmer. Line that up, make sure it's our scoring blade, and then when I fold that over, I just make sure I'm lining it up before I just reinforce that score line like so. And then I can rub out my mark, and I can fold that back on itself. And that's going to give us our sort of twist. So when you decorate it, you want to decorate your square in this orientation, and you want to decorate this panel in the portrait orientation. Okay, so what you're also going to want to do is you're going to want to create a layer. Well, you don't have to, but I am. And the way I find it easiest to do that is pop your layer on the inside. And I put nope, wrong way. I want to put it to the bottom corner. There we go. So at the bottom corner, and just make a couple of marks where that edge is, and then you can just come in. So this is 14 by 10, and you can just come in and cut that. Keep that for some other project, and that will then create you a nice layer to go on the inside there with the same angle that you've got. Okay, so that's ready for us to start stamping. The next layer you're going to want is just 10 by 10 centimetres. It's going to go onto the front there, and I've gone for Orchid Oasis on these. I want a piece of card for the inside that's 14 by 10 as well, and then a piece that's 9.5 by 9.5. This is a photopolymer stamp set, so ideally I would recommend that you use your Stampin' Pierce mat with this. And I think I'm actually going to use my Smoky Slate. I wanted to use a different colour, but I'm thinking that maybe, perhaps no, I'll use the Titian Tide for the I will use one of the bright colours for the vase. So I'm just inking that up really well. Actually, no, it is fine. It's quite a juicy pad. I'm just going to sort of line that up and try and keep that fairly central. So I've done my vase first, then I can come in with my flowers. So I'll blow it. We're going to go wacky. I'm going to go with some Orchid Oasis flowers. Just inking that up well, and I'm going to bring that down just in the centre there. It's a really pretty colour, that Orchid Oasis. And then I'm going to actually do my leaves in Tahitian Tide. Really bright. And to line it up, so what you're actually doing is I line up my little flower centres, is the easiest one. So I'm kind of hovering and I'm just lining up one at the top, kind of here and here as my diagonals. And there you go, that's not too bad. Okay, so there's my panel. Then I'm going to do the same again on the side here. Now, because I'm going to come off the side, I am going to want to pop a piece of paper there. So I'm going to come down with my Orchid Oasis first, then with my Tahitian Tide. So with these, again, I'm just looking at that largish flower centre and that top one. So I'm looking at this, the flower centre, and this one here as a kind of aim. And then I can kind of see those sort of lit up. And obviously on this one, we're just coming in with some flowers and leaves. You know, those two colours, I'm really pleased with those, how those work together actually. I think those look really lovely. Might use those again, I think. Oh yes, and again, what we haven't done is so that can go to one side. What I haven't done yet is stamped my other panel. So on this one, again, you could choose whatever colour you want. So I'm just going to use simply just use the flower images here. It just creates a sort of subtle background. You could always use Versamark if you hadn't got a colour. If you wanted to get a tone on tone and you hadn't got a coloured ink, you could always use Versamark. That's always a good way of getting a tone on tone effect. So I'm going to pop that piece on here. What I haven't done, I've just noticed, is rub out that pen mark. It's possibly not as far over as I might have liked, but there we go. I'm sure it will work. I'm going to add my layer onto the corner here. So what I'm going to do is actually put the adhesive onto this corner. Go. Getting a nice little border there. And we can add a layer to the inside. Oh, what I haven't done is added my sentiment. Okay, that can be remedied because actually I can pop the sentiment on this inner panel here. So again, I always think it's worth checking and double checking on the orientation of this one before you glue it down. There we go. Just pop that panel on there. So it opens like a standard card. It's a bit like an easel, but then it twists like so. And then sending a little message would be a great one to use. Right, what have I got it? There we go. Oh, overflowing with happiness. There we go. That's a nice one, isn't it? Well, whichever one you decide to use, you're not going to wait while I faff about. Hope you like the card. Bit of fun. I rather like the polished pink and smoky slate, but I have to say I think this is so bright and cheerful. It's a combination I should certainly use again. It's a quick and easy card, but it is a bit of a fun fold, so it'll often go. I do find a fun fold is really popular, and this one works so well. Thanks for watching. Please, if you do consider shopping with me, the links for all the products are in the description bar below, if you'd like any more information, do get in touch with me, and please hit the subscribe button along with that notification bell. That really does make a difference. Thanks for watching. Bye now.